Hey, hello all, welcome back, or if you're new to the show, also a very big welcome. Today I'm gonna try and do a recording with the new Osmo that I bought from DJI. I want to do the room tour again. Why? Something bad happened. We hit over the 800 mark. We're currently at 815 diecast planes in this collection. I'm excluding vehicles in that one, because I also have a lot of tanks on top rows. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys through that and run you by what we have in stock right now. And also just talk about the planes that are there and have fun together. If you see some plane that you really like, hit me up, send me a message, or if you have a question about any of the build stuff that's down here, just shoot me a question. I'm happy to answer anything that you guys need. And yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoy this tour. We'll walk you through it. Thank you. Eventual same story also came from Japan. I hope I can get a focus on these things because it's quite hard, I noticed. Then, of course, MiG-29s. My main collection is mainly Mikoyan jets. When I started, at least. Nowadays, it's a hell of a lot more. When I started figuring out there was more cool stuff out there. And yeah, I started looking for different things. By the way, if you guys want me to make a video on like where to purchase and where I purchase from, or how I search for them, let me know. I'm happy to make one of these videos. A short tutorial on how to buy and how to find and how to be safe also, because there is a lot of fake stuff out there or weird brands that are not good. MiG-15s and 17s. I have a weak spot for these jets, as you guys can see. Mainly a lot of 15s, but also a lot of 17s in there. Some MiG-21s. I'm playing a little bit lately with the new stand types from Hobby Master. They're really cool. And of course one lost MiG-29 SMT because the space ran out. Then we have 31s and 25 MiGs. So from our latest reviews, there were some. Now, of course, the Max Airshow MiG-31, highly recommend, is really cool. The stands are a bit scary, but don't be worried. They're really good, actually, from Hobby Master. Then MiG-19s, one MiG-15 here. It is from Italia, by the way. It's really good. It's surprisingly good. And then MiG-25s, all sorts of countries. I have still some space here, which is really good. Let me get crotched a little bit. So Sukhoi 30s, ASAMs and so on, and other versions of the Sukhoi and rebrands. Herpa-wing MiG-29, not a big fan of those little fuckers. Nothing against Herpa, but this is a poor thing. Like, not so much the brand, but this one that I bought. Then some Sukhois. I tried playing a little bit with the display here again, so mixed in heights, mixed in angles. Yeah, you need to have one of these little buggers here from RAF. They're cool, but I just had the space becomes a thing, and now I have an empty shelf. Paris Air Show Sukhoi, really cool. Also a very recommended plane in your collection if you like Sukhois and Russian jets. Then some lost and founds. I ran out of space on other stuff, so I needed to store elsewhere. I still need to find a better spot for my, Achtvags. Also for the Avenger, I need a better spot than the Delta Dart here. Because I have quite a lot of cool Australian ones, but I just need to find a spot for them. Same for these little guys. Mirages, I started separating them already because there's so many. But I have to say they're really cool little planes. Not bad. So that's my, how do you say, let's zoom out a bit without falling. My main collection is this cabinet always. So it's a 2x2 meters and then 40 centimeter deep. On top of that I have still a lot of planes, also some for my first class trips, which is really cool. You get them at KLM. I did that once and I'm not doing it again. It was freakingly expensive, but worth it on one end. It was a good experience. Patches, of course. If I get them from friends or I see them at shows, I always try and grab some. Some paintings that I like. I swap them around every once in a while. This one came from the Dutch Starfighter Foundation, DSF. Really cool. If you're ever in the Netherlands and you have the chance and they have open day, visit them. It's really cool stuff. And also donate to them. They are keeping a preservation of this exact example. So well worth it. This one I got from a local store. It's a reprint, I think. It's not really original. Then some from my childhood planes. Also some anime figures that I really like. One is in a airmaid costume, I think. So one more F11. Yeah, some weird little things that I like to collect, little planes and so on. Collecting is more than just one topic, of course. There was a lot more to it for me. So from the latest reviews, I really love this one, by the way, the KA-29. But also the Sky Crane was really cool to review. And some more patches, of course, in the top. Some heavy armor. Some armor vehicles, some special editions. Custom made, some whirlwinds and so on, like special. Some Italias that I had the luck of getting for free, and I needed a spot for them. Of course, you cannot miss these little big guys here, little. 1/72 scale white corgi, really cool. Both of them, the X558 and then the white one with the steel, blue steel missile under it, really nice. Some air-to-air, from ground to air defenses. The Pinzer and the Ziglax. I always forget how to pronounce that name of this little guy. I have some of the dummy ammo of it. It's really cool. Then on top of here, self-built Tuple from Revell, and then some die-cast versions. Even the little V2 is really cool in die-cast. And some planes that I found during trips. And then the AF1s, the latest releases, J36, J50, J20, little Chinook, some more figurines that I like to collect. Let me first get back to the first cabinet because I don't want to skip anything. The glass is a bit tricky right now, so I'll do my best for you guys to get it on here. So mainly Navy planes, Tomcats and all that stuff, the good stuff. Voodoos and Thunder Chiefs. A little lost F5 that was captured. Then F100s, a whole lot. I have a weak spot for the older generations, I've noticed. Then one of my latest finds, and it was unfortunately without box, so I didn't want to review it, a little New Zealand buck, Skymaster. But I also have the one from Singapore and the one from Saudi Arabia, which I really like. So yeah, and then of course some other British planes that, yeah, I have a weak spot also for. Like I'm a big aviation freak, so I mainly like to collect what I like, and I'm not going to stick specifically to something somebody says to me. By the way, do that with every hobby, please. Don't let others judge or dictate what you should collect. A10 Thunderbolts, really cool. Some Sky Raiders, I have another one up here. We did a review not too long ago about. Viking, I have one. It was in a bundle back then. JC Wings. I always forget the name of these little guys. Sorry for that, guys. But feel free to drop it in the comments. It's been a while. These are not so much my favorite planes. They're either spares or planes that I've collected over time and then lost a little bit of my interest in. Because my main interest is still this type of stuff. So you have some Sukhois. Mainly all my big favorites are up in the high shells always. Then the Sukhoi 717s. This one I still need to reattach the antenna. They are quite weak and fragile. Then we have some Sukhoi 57s. I always mix up those numbers. Yeah, the 24s, Fencers. Yeah, as you can see, they have their own little shelf. I'm a big fan of Caliber wings for their works. I also have some diorama parts in front of them just to play a little bit with it. Then SR-71 Blackbirds and some other weirder aircraft that I really like. Then a lot of Sukhois. So I really wanted them in a dedicated spot, some 25s, 27s and 35s. Mainly a lot of 35s in the shelf and 25s. Then the 27s, mainly a lot of 27s and the 127K, of course. A 34 in the back on the new type of stand, which is really nice, by the way, in that color. I bought it without a box, but it is actually a really cool little plane. Then again, a little diorama on the bottom. I try to do with my bottoms all of this, always with dioramas, because I personally like it a little bit better. There's also some trucks with details and so on. Some dummy ammunitions. Yeah, and some stuff from my granddad. Some collectibles that are hard to get. But actually was used by him, so he got me also into this hobby, so I really need to thank him. Not really my granddad, more like late uncle, but I had more of this man than my own granddad, so yeah. Phantoms. Phantoms. A shit ton of Phantoms. Then my Dutch shelf. This shelf I'm really proud of. I've been collecting a while now. I got some coins from friends. From Ravel, Witty Wings, JC Wings, Hobby Master, Easy Model, but all sorts, but mainly only Dutch planes and helicopters. So if it has a Dutch marking or served here, I try to find them and I like to collect them. But we don't want to skip this cabinet first. So a lot of World War I or biplanes, but so after the Great War or during Great War time, all sorts of nations, mainly a lot of German ones, because I always think they had more brilliant colors, and also historically some pilots that I really liked, in storyline at least. Then some Thunderbirds and miscellaneous coloring, like I really like helicopters. A lot of special humpies. F-16s? No, you cannot go wrong with a good F-16, I think. I'm really trying to get the light better here, but there's so much light here that the glass is reflecting back, which is a nightmare. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do my best for you. Maybe I'll shoot again in the night one day. Then Phantoms in another set. Then some F5s, A4s, and T-33s. Now here comes the shelf that I'm not often busy with, but I actually like. World War II and then more in the experimental and drawings time. Some planes flew, of course, some never. But I really like the Axis forces and their weaponry that they used. They always had the weirdest aircraft, like here this Arado carrier with the V1 on it. But also little crazy helicopter designs. Yeah, it just makes it a bit more fun. That's some bucks. Yeah, I had the luck of purchasing these for a really good price, so I found this fun. I noticed a scratch on my glass, and a really deep one. Whoa. And luckily there's a good glass in front of it. Yeah, then some Swedish aircraft. They still need their own little shelf. Some trainers in the back, some Texans, but I still need to find also for them a better spot. So I'm still playing with that. Vampires, yeah, same story here, all the Corgi editions, and then a new one from Hurtpads coming soon on video also. Some Saber Dogs, you cannot go wrong with that. Some Phantoms, these are a bit special cases. You see the weaponry already fell off the left one there. That's Bedevilers, I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure anymore. But these are all ones that have like damages and so on. But they're still looking really nice, and I don't want to throw them out for that reason that they have some damages. There's no reason. Some A4 Skyhawks again. Some, Blue Impulse material, some older ones. Sabres. As I mentioned, I really like older jets, especially first generation with open noses, really cool. Then a smaller IKEA cabinet with some other planes in here. Some Target tugs and some practice tugs. Huey I got for free not too long ago as a repair project. Ended up quite well. I put a Garand clip under it for now, just to keep it off the air. Some audio, of course, you need. Area. And of course, one thing that I'm always very happy with, let me get the staff out of the way, my little airbase. So Basecraft made this for me, all these plates and also the walls. The only thing I made myself was the little street here and the lighting. But for us, everything is theirs. So it's really cool. There's lights in it, in the hangar. Also these little beams they make, really cool company. Highly recommend it if you ever want a shelter or a hus. Highly recommend it, yeah, simple as that. I recommend a lot of people. Then a small overall tour. It's not a big room, it's like a spare bedroom, let's say. But usually you put your kids, and I didn't have kids, so. Some AC I truly like, because I want to keep these models in pristine conditions. But yeah, so short to the point, there you have it, guys. That was another room tour from my end. I hoped you guys really liked this. I was trying out this mic a little bit more and just trying to figure out together with you, what can we do here, huh? What can I show you more? What can I get you into the hobby for? And would you like to join this hobby? Because this hobby is slowly dying, unfortunately. Most people are quitting or because it's just getting expensive. But there are some cheap ways around it, I think, and there are some good, clever ways with used product that I'm happy to guide you guys through. This is a collection of roughly 815, as I mentioned, so just to give you an impression. The biggest problem you're going to have is boxes in the corner over there. So yeah, I want to thank you guys again for all the support. We hit over the 700 subscribees. I couldn't ask for more. I'm not the guy that's going to go for the 10,000 mark or anything. I'm just having fun filming, enjoying my hobby, and sharing it with guys like you and girls like you that are into this hobby and really like to collect and just have a fun time. So I want to thank you guys again. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment, still very welcomed. And hope to see you guys next time. Thank you, and stay tuned for the next episode.